everyone. Welcome to Online Insights. My name is Norman Huynh. I'm the assistant conductor for the Portland Symphony Orchestra. And today, joining me is John Elliott, our new Director of Education and Community Engagement. Hey, John.
Hey, how are you doing, Norman? Thank you for having me.
So we're so excited that you are here with us at the Portland Symphony. And just to give our audience sort of an introduction, just go ahead and tell us, where are you from? You know, what's your background?
Yeah, I grew up actually in New Hampshire, so it's nice to kind of be back up here in New England. I went to middle school and high school down in southern New Hampshire. I grew up in a little town called Atkinson, and I was really passionate about music as a young person, so I went to college in Rochester, New York at a place called the Eastman School of Music. And I played as a tuba player in a couple orchestras after Eastman, and I spent some time living in Honolulu and Boston, and most recently Austin, Texas. And I'm really excited to be back up here in the snow and the beautiful country. So, nice. Yeah.
Awesome. Honolulu, how's that?
Honolulu, it's a really pretty place. It's hard to not like Honolulu, right? Yeah. I mean, it's a really great place, and I was the principal tuba player out there. You know, my work brought me out there, so I was principal tuba player of the Honolulu Symphony Orchestra for a little while, and it was a really great experience. It was a really tremendous orchestra, and I had some really great colleagues and peers out there, so. It's really good to have that in your, good excuse to live in Honolulu for a little while. It's nice to have.
So I was super pumped when I found out that you are a tuba player, because I play euphonium. And yes. So we've been joking a lot that we're going to play tuba euphonium duets, which they do exist.
They do.
And so that means, so what are some of your favorite composers to play?
Oh yeah, I'm a real Haydn. I'm a real thoroughbred tuba player person. So it's always Mahler, Wagner, Shostakovich. I'm a really big fan. Any really high drama, kind of high horsepower classical music. I'm a big fan. Loud stuff. It's tough. Tuba, you never play any of the nice stuff. It's this very specialized weapon system back there for composers. So you wait, and then everything builds up, and then tuba comes in. But you sit there the rest of the time. So
it's always a great moment when the tuba comes in.
Exactly. You got to really like that big moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you were a professional tuba player at the Honolulu Symphony. So why did you make the switch from professional tuba player to community engagement and education?
That's a great question. As a person who is really passionate about music, I loved playing it. I loved being there in the orchestra. And as I sort of grew and matured as a musician, I kind of realized that the thing that was really driving me, that I was most passionate about, was sharing it with people.
Nice.
And I love playing. I love that moment. I love being on stage. There's nothing like it, that's for sure. But I sort of found that for me to keep getting excited and keep up that energy level about what I was doing, I needed to find new ways to share it with people. So that required, me maybe taking less time practicing on the instrument and less time on stage. And sometimes you just got to learn how to do spreadsheets and, social media and all these other skills. But it's been really great. It's been a really great
Awesome.
Transition for me. And again, it's sort of just, it sounds like I'm doing something totally different, but it feels like I've just been doing the same thing the whole time, where it's just, that's what I'm passionate about is community and how this music brings people together.
Great. Well, it's certainly amazing that you have that musical background, someone who can speak the language. Can you tell us the two programs that are being offered for the youth concerts this year?
Absolutely.
What are the themes?
So our two programs for youth concerts this year, the first one is going to be called An Alice Symphony. It's actually all just one really great piece of music by a composer, an American composer named David Del Tredici. And it's just basically scenes from Lewis Carroll's Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Which it's celebrating its 150th anniversary.
That's right. It's a big year for that story. So we're really glad to have it, not only as a youth concert, but it's going to be on our Tuesday Classical series as well. So there's going to be a really great shared experience, let's say from mom and dad who go see the Tuesday Classical and enjoy the performance as a pure experience with the Portland Ballet and our vocalists that we're bringing in and the Portland Symphony to create this really beautiful piece of music. And they're going to share that experience with maybe their kids who are are in the school system and attend our youth concert during the day as a nice little field trip, and seeing the same piece of music but presented in a little bit more of an accessible way that's relevant to their age group. The second youth concert is going to be the music of John Williams. So one of my absolute favorite musicals. Yeah, it was like the best. I know there's, having played in a lot of orchestras, and I know a lot of orchestral musicians, especially in the brass section, there's like a massive percentage of players that play in orchestras now because of like Star Wars and Close Encounters.
And he wrote really well for the tuba.
He did, yay! I know I'm a big John Williams fan, big fan of his tuba music. So it'll be really great to have his music on the second youth concert for the year. There's some really great familiar John Williams music on there, as well as some stuff that's a little bit lesser played that maybe kids don't know that well, that I think is going to be really exciting for them to hear for the first time.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us for Online Insights.
Thanks for having me, Norman.